Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elma. We're going to be going through my UEFA Matchday 6 team selection and also through some transfer thoughts ahead of Matchday 6 and also my Matchday 5 team review. But before we get into that, I'd like to thank you all guys for the continued support on the channel. I think we're around 5 subscribers away from 900. So if you're new around here or regular viewer, make sure you hit that sub button, make sure you leave a like, make sure you hit that bell to miss any content going up on the channel. Also, leave a comment on your current rank in the UEFA Fantasy and also in any match time. Let's get straight into it. So first, I'm going to start off with my match day 5 team review, where I managed to score 93 points from overall points 397 and a green arrow 225. Okay, so in goal, he had Alisson who did not play, and before you ask anything, also the goalkeeper on the bench was Donnarumma did not play as well. On the bench, I had three Man City players who did not play in Haaland and Foden, and yeah, just a shit show at the bench because Pep decided to rotate and they lost. So that what it is. Then Van Dijk also got a 0 point because of conceding 4 goals to was it Frankfurt. So yeah. Then Carreras also they conceded I think 3 goals to Olympiacos, so 4 points for him. I think just for some ball recoveries. Then Nuno Mendes 1 point as well. Di Lorenzo kept a clean sheet, 9 points. Jude Bellingham blanked as well. Scott McTominay got I think a goal and an assist, man of the match for 15 points. Kvaratskhelia got an assist for 6 points. Salah blanked with only 2 points. Then Grassi scored 2 goals, missed a penalty for 11 points, and Mbappe scored 4 goals and man of the match for 44 points as the captain. So all in all, very good game week for me, 93 points, huge green arrow, hoping that match day 6 can do something similar for me. So let's look at what match day 6 has in store for us. So we're going to start off with the defender and the goalkeeping department. The goal are going to be having Milenkovic from Napoli, very strong goalkeeper. Napoli have been keeping out of clean sheets in the Champions League. So yeah, no shadow of doubt, I'm going to be having him in there. Then you have Amadashvili. I think the less said about him, the better. Alisson is back, so he's going to be on the bench. I just don't want to waste goalkeeping transfer, so I'm just going to keep him in there and hope that Milinkovic can be able to carry me to a clean sheet. Then we have Timber playing against Club Brugge. I think a little bit of fatigue catching up with Arsenal at the moment, even defensively with no Gabriel or Saliba. They have to use the same pairing for a lot of games, so maybe that might creep in. But I do expect a clean sheet from Arsenal with Club Brugge having a new manager or something like that. So yeah, hopefully that's going to happen. Then you have Valde against Frankfurt. With Barcelona, you never expect a clean sheet. Just expect that Balde can be able to get some attacking returns. Then against Frankfurt, who are going to be on a very high after winning, I think, against Liverpool. I think it's going to be a very, very good game, that one. And if they win against Man City, it was just one of those two teams that are going to be on a high a lot. So we're just to see how that is going to plan. And then you have De Vrij against Liverpool, just the same. Inter Milan, they usually rotate their players from the midweek games and the Premier League games. So I think this time, I think De Vrij is going to start against Liverpool. High chance of a clean sheet. Liverpool have been very, very poor. And with no Salah going there, maybe Isaac is going to start ahead of Ekitike. There's a high chance of a clean sheet. Then we have Anton against Bodo Glimt. Just hoping for a clean sheet in that fixture, really, and not expecting anything more. Then the first transfer we're going to be doing is going to be Gusto to O'Reilly from Man City. I think O'Reilly is going to start. I hope he's going to be able to keep a clean sheet. They do have a tough fixture in Real Madrid, but Real Madrid have shown they've been very shocking. Going forward, they failed to score in their last game against a very poor Celta Vigo team. So there's a high chance of a clean sheet in there. There's no clean sheet. They tend to concede a lot of goals as well. Considered 3 against Olympiacos, 2 against Celta Vigo, the other night, as I mentioned. So a high chance for an attacking return for O'Reilly, and I hope that he's going to be able to return. So that's the defense and the goalkeeping department. I hope he's going to have a very good game out of clean sheets in there, maybe some attacking returns as well. We'll go a very long way. So let's look at the midfield. Then we can move over to the midfield. We're going to talk about my second transfer. It's going to be Nwaneri, and I'm going to bring Estavao. His form has been very decent in the Champions League. I think he scored in the last 3 games. So against Atalanta, who have been conceding goals for fun in Serie A. But I think they've been very strong defensively in the Champions League. But I still expect that Chelsea are going to win this pretty comfortably, and I hope that Estavao will be instrumental in that win. Then we have Yamal and Fermin Lopez from Barcelona. Fermin Lopez was a little bit of an injury doubt, but he played during the weekend. so he's cleared of that injury. That's the question: is he going to start? But I think he is with no Olmo in there, so there's a high chance for him to start. Then you have Yamal, of course, that of course is going to start against Frankfurt, and high chance of scoring a few goals. Once upon a time, they were the worst defensive team in the Champions League or in the whole of Europe or the top five big leagues in Europe. So, and the Barcelona, we all know how high scoring they are. So I'm expecting a lot of attacking returns in that fixture from Yamal and Fermin Lopez. Then you have Olise against Sporting. Sporting have also been very shocking defensively. I think they've considered in each game that they've managed to play. And I do hope that Olise is going to start and I hope he's going to get an attacking return as well. Then finishing off the midfield, are going to be having Gordon against Leverkusen. They're going to be away, so it's going to be interesting to see how that is going to play out. Of course, coming out from a loss against Marseille in match day 5, where they looked good, but I don't think Gordon played in that picture. Also on penalties, even when also Ahmed is on the pitch, so I think a very high chance of him getting an attacking return from the penalty spot. And just Newcastle are free flowing when it comes to scoring goals. So I do expect Gordon to have a very good game, and I hope he's going to have an attacking return as well. So that's the midfield. Was full of goals and assists. Hope he's going to be able to live up to the expectation. Now let's look at the forward line. Then now we can look at the forward line. We're going to be having Harry Kane against Sporting. Harry Kane has been scoring goals for fun. He scored a hat trick off the bench in a match supposed to be rested. He wanted to come on and score a hat trick, so I'm sure he's going to be on fire, he's going to be on form, and I'm sure he's going to perform against a weak defensive Sporting team. Then you have Haaland against Madrid. Madrid have been very poor defensively with no Eder Militao at the moment. I don't think they have any fit centre back apart from maybe Rudiger and Asensio. So I'm sure Haaland is going to have a field day. They want to have their revenge after last year in the Champions League where they absolutely destroyed by Real Madrid. So I'm sure they're going to have their revenge. And I'm sure Haaland is going to perform in this game and hope he's going to be able to score. Then finishing off the team is going to be Kylian Mbappe against Man City. Of course, with how good Man City have been, they've also been very poor defensively. So there's a high chance of but Real Madrid also scoring. And let's not forget that this might be Xabi Alonso's last game for Real Madrid. So I'm sure that his players are going to turn up for him to be able to give him the job. Things are very decent manager. He's just been unlucky with the run of games. And Mbappe has been single-handedly saving him and saving Real Madrid. So against Man City, maybe he's going to be the one to save them again. But I don't know. Maybe before the deadline, I might transfer out Mbappe to bring in Gurasi, who are going to be playing against Bodo Glimt. That will have to be a -4, but we just have to see until the deadline. But all in all, I think that's a very, very decent team, full of goals, assists, and the defensive line, full of clean sheets in there, and hope it's going to live up to that expectation as we push for the top 10K again, like last season. So now let's look at my predict six. So this is how my predict six is going to be looking for in match day 6. We managed to score 42 points last match day, total points 189, and a green arrow 233K. So if you're interested in joining the league, the link is down in the description for both the predict six and also the UEFA Fantasy League as well. So the first game, gonna Bayern versus Sporting. I've gone 4-1 in that fixture. I just think that it's going to be a pretty comfortable game for Bayern Munich. Think Kane is going to score a hat trick again, so 4-1 there. Then you have Inter versus Liverpool. I've gone 2-0 win for Inter Milan. Liverpool have been very poor defensively, and Inter have been very strong when it comes to attacking wise. So pretty comfortable 2-0 win for them there. Then Monaco versus Galatasaray going down the middle 1-1, same as Villarreal and Copenhagen. I've gone for 1-1 as well. Then Madrid versus Man City. I think Man City are going to win, and I think Xabi Alonso is going to get the sack. So I've gone for 2-1 Manchester City win. Then the last game, Club Brugge versus Arsenal, I've gone for a comfortable Arsenal 2-0 win. So let me know in the comments what do you think about my predict six, and also most importantly, what do you think about my match the six team selection and changes you'd make? Will you take a -4 to do Haaland to Gurasi and be able to improve the team a little bit, especially defensively? Let me know down in the comments. And with that, if you manage to reach this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and check out all my socials as well. Links are down in the description. And I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.